Chapter 1: The Royal Steps of Resilience. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who ruled during a time of war, plague, and unprecedented change. Yet his journals reveal a man who refused to be dragged down by turbulence. He saw resilience not as a passive trait, but as an active practice of the mind. In his Meditations, he writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." His approach to Stoic resilience is rooted in three core principles: conscious awareness, acceptance of what is beyond our control, and living in accordance with nature's order. In one of his most famous passages, Marcus reflects on the death of a soldier he had once mentored. "Even if a man falls to death, I cannot say that I owe him the grace to keep from dying." He learns to accept that death is part of the cosmic order, not the result of personal failure. This lesson encourages us to view personal setbacks, bad grades, layoffs, broken relationships, as natural parts of the inner world, not as character flaws. Motivational insight. If we treat every obstacle as a training ground, we shift from a victim mentality to a warrior mindset. Resilience becomes a steady march, not a sprint that ends in collapse. Concrete example. Imagine you fail a business proposal. Instead of spiraling into self-doubt, apply Marcus's rule. Step back, identify the factors you could not control, market timing, investors' mood, and focus on what you can influence: presentation skills, data analysis. Draft a revised version, practice relentlessly, and seek constructive feedback. Each iteration is a step toward mastery. Each failure is a lesson, not a verdict. Key takeaway. Marcus's Stoic resilience is about turning barriers into bridges. We can do the same by observing the world with calm judgment, acknowledging the limits of our control, and channeling effort toward actions that align with our values. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Reflective question. When a recent setback tested you, how could you view it as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal failure? Chapter 2: The 4 Hidden Traits of Stoic Resilience. Marcus consistently drew from 4 fundamental Stoic treasures: mindful awareness, the awareness of thoughts and feelings; inner control, choosing our responses; purposeful action, living in line with nature's logic; and grit through acceptance, surrendering to reality. These principles form a scaffold for enduring the storm of modern life. Mindful awareness. Marcus writes, "You have power over your mind, not over external events." In practice, that means noticing the rise of anxiety in the early morning of a big presentation and consciously choosing to let it pass like a cloud. We practice this through short, intentional breathing exercises and reflection journaling. Inner control. Respond, do not react, Aurelius reminds us. When a colleague accuses you of mismanagement, you can either lash out or pause, breathe, and respond calmly. Responding deliberately models discipline and reduces conflict. Purposeful action. The emperor saw life as a series of actions aligned with reason. Actively pursue virtues, work towards a higher purpose, and do your duty. This translates to setting smart goals rooted in personal values rather than fleeting pleasures. Grit through acceptance. Accept that aging, sickness, and even personal failure are part of the order. Marcus accepted that his health would decline and that his sons might fail. Yet he did not let that shackle his purpose. We emulate by letting go of the illusion that we can control all outcomes and committing to resilience. Illustrative quote. "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." This underlines that our internal dialogue shapes our resilience. Motivational insight. When we view these 4 treasures as essential tools, resilience no longer feels like a rare gift. It becomes a routine of self-care and purposeful living. Concrete example. You're juggling a full-time job and an online course. Apply mindful awareness to detect burnout early. Use inner control to set boundaries. Say no to extra projects that undermine your health. With purposeful action, align the course to a clear goal, say, becoming a digital strategist. Finally, grit through acceptance by reminding yourself that learning curves are normal and that mastery takes time. Key takeaway. Build a resilient life by integrating mindful awareness, inner control, purposeful action, and acceptance into every decision. If you're enjoying this, Like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Reflective question: which of Marcus Aurelius' 4 treasures most challenges you to practice today, and why? Chapter 3: Aurelios' Practical Strategy, the Daily Stone. Marcus did not let theory slip into the ether, he used it daily. His routine was simple but profound. He would wake, reflect on his purpose, anticipate challenges, and end the day with a gratitude pause. For a modern audience, we can adopt his daily stone, a set of 5 micro-practices that harness Stoic resilience. 1. Morning intentionality. Write down 3 actions that align with your values. 2. Cognitive forecast. Predict the day's obstacles and plan rational responses. 3. Midday check-in. Pause for 2 minutes to assess emotional state and adjust. 4. Evening reflection. Record what went well, what didn't, and why. 5. Gratitude anchor. Log 1 thing you are grateful for. These micro tasks align with Marcus' view that the discipline is to be as simple as a single stone, stable, unyielding. A stone is resilient against wind, water, and time. A disciplined practice steadies your mind. Illustrative story. During the Antonine Plague, Marcus received an urgent decree. He responded calmly because he had already disciplined himself to accept that health crises were unavoidable. His calmness helped him issue orders that saved countless lives. If he had lacked a stable mind, the chaos could have become a crisis. Motivational insight. Practice the daily stone with intention and watch your mental clarity sharpen like a blade. Your resilience will become second nature. Concrete example. You're launching a startup. On morning intent, you note pitch to investor, check product metrics, reply to mentor. In cognitive forecast, you anticipate rejection and plan to use feedback constructively. During the check-in, if anxiety spikes, you breathe for 30 seconds. At night, you reflect on that investor's questions and adjust your pitch accordingly. You finish by noting gratitude for that mentor's guidance. Each step builds resilience. Key takeaway. Adopt Marcus' disciplined approach to daily practice. It fortifies your mind and ensures resilience is integrated into every moment. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Reflective question: what would your daily stone look like today, and how might implementing it change your mental resilience? Chapter 4: Stoic Resilience in the Digital Dusk. In the age of instant information and constant distraction, Marcus' teachings carry new urgency. The digital world can feel like a storm: social media rumors, news overload, endless notifications. Resilience requires a Stoic shield of mental habits. 1. Selective listening. Curate your newsfeed. All we consume must obey reason, otherwise it will corrupt our minds. 2. Bounded attention. Use the Pomodoro technique to limit time on social media. 3. Digital detachment. Set a daily phone-free block to reconnect with inner self. 4. Social self-examination. Reflect on whether online interactions reinforce your values or generate indulgence. 5. Resilient response. Instead of reacting to the most alarming reports, pause, evaluate sources, then decide. Modern example. A user receives an alarming report of a cybersecurity breach. Instead of panic, apply Stoic resilience. Check official sources, disregard sensational gossip, then update security protocols. The user's calm reaction ensures the organization avoids chaos. Motivational insight. Think of the internet as a river. You can choose to ride its current or let it sweep you. Stoic resilience is steering your vessel with a rational compass. Concrete example. You're a project manager juggling remote teams. Every morning you filter communications through a must-know filter. When an urgent email arrives, you first assess its relevance. If it is a noise, a request for social media presence, you note it for later. If it is vital, you respond promptly with solutions, not with excuses. Over time, your reputation for calm decisiveness matures. Key takeaway. Adopt Stoic habits to navigate the digital storm, turning constant flow into a controlled environment of growth. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Reflective question. How often do you let digital noise dictate your mental state? And what Stoic practice could you adopt to regain control? Chapter 5: The Legacy of Stoic Resilience, a call to ACT. Marcus Aurelius's final meditations were not simply philosophical musings, but a summons to live virtuously. His voice still echoes through centuries, urging each generation to harness Stoic resilience. For us, his legacy is a blueprint with clear steps. 1. Own your narrative, accept the limited sphere of influence, and write your own story with virtue. 2. Elevate purpose, anchor your goals in long-term values, not short-term gains. 3. Practice daily discipline, keep the daily stone alive, and adapt it as life evolves. 4. Embrace uncertainty, view unpredictability as a playground for resilience, not a threat. 5. Share Stoic seeds, teach the principles to those around you. Resilience is magnified when communal. Marcus once wrote, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make." To improve, we must adjust our thoughts daily, turning them into resilient actions that echo through our work, relationships, and personal growth. Motivational insight. You are the emperor of a small kingdom, the kingdom of your mind. Your policies of reason, compassion, and diligence shape its future. Marcus's example shows us that even in power, restraint and humility amplify strength. Concrete example. Consider your health. You want to eat balanced meals. Instead of a rigid diet plan that feels punishing, apply Stoic resilience by setting simple guidelines, e.g., include vegetables at dinner, and accepting that occasional indulgence is part of the natural order. Adjust when you overindulge, not with self-criticism, but with a calm decision to correct course. This balanced approach builds resilience with less friction. Key takeaway. Stoic resilience is not a distant ideal. It is a practical, daily choice that elevates your life. Apply Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, and you will navigate any storm with confidence and humility. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Reflective question. In one area of your life, what Stoic stone can you lay today to start building a more resilient future?